just went blank. Such a year of revelation.
That is in a nutshell.
Yeah, in a nutshell. That's been my 2020. Oh, today's episode, guys, grab your tissues.
I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me?
Hi, guys!
Do you remember?
It is our third episode. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being part of our YouTube family. And thank you for liking our channel thus far. And thank you for subscribing.
If you're new, welcome to our family. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a good time. Don't forget to
Like, share, comment, and
subscribe.
oh, and
Drop us a comment.
today's episode, guys, grab your tissues. I don't even
get my tissues.
I don't even think she's ready for today's episode, but yeah, we are going a little bit in, as the description says, of this episode. We are going deeper. Women of God. We're gonna need lots of tissues and lots of water and lots of breaks. I hope you're going to be able to stay the entire duration of this episode. Yeah, it's literally just us going in on our experience with 2020 and how it's been for us. And yeah, without wasting any time, let's get straight into it. How's been your 2020? In a nutshell, if you were to give us a synopsis of your 2020, what would you say in a few words?
2020 for the past 9 months has been...
It's been 9 already.
I don't know. But it started off great, and it has been great thus far. September brought some challenges, but I think... Yeah. But it has been I'm very grateful.
You've had a great year thus far.
Yeah.
That's your 2020.
Yeah.
All right. 2020 for me, it has been such a hard year. It has been a revelation type of year. I've been walking in the manifestations of my name, which is Tsenolo, and translates to revelation for those who do not know. There's been so much revelation to most aspects of my life, and some pleasant, some not pleasant, but over and above, it has been such an aha year for me, and a very revealing and unfolding type year for me. Yeah. Sometimes overbearing and overwhelming, but necessary.
Very
necessary.
I feel like if you believe that everything happens for a reason, and there's purpose in everything that unfolds in life, then this would be the year. But I think it treated us differently. But it definitely had an impact in our lives.
What are some of the lessons that 2020 has
taught me? It has taught me that I definitely know where my safe haven is, and it has taught me that time generally waits for no man, and that it's very important that you make you do the most with what you have right now, because genuinely you are not guaranteed tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like I think we've always known that saying, but 2020 it's been a hard pill to swallow, and has taught us that. And just the fact that you need to believe in yourself more. Yeah, I'll just stop it there.
Some of the lessons 2020 has brought to my attention. The value of time, the value of relationship, the value of personal peace, the value of self-appreciation, self-awareness, the value of energy, the importance of energy. It has, like, I now appreciate, 9 months into the year, I now appreciate relationships more than I did before. And I'm more intentional with my relationships. And it's been, to some extent, it's been such a hard pillow, a bitter pillow to swallow, as you have said. Yeah. Because especially in an instance, the relationships, valuing and loving something or a relationship to an extent you thought you could not do without. And then 2020 happening haphazardly as it did and unexpected as it did, and realizing that it all boils down to you. It all boils down to
realizing.
Yeah, I realized that it all boils down to you, you know, and if you don't put yourself first
and your peace,
no one's gonna put you first. If you don't choose you, no one's gonna choose you. If you don't prioritize yourself, you cannot expect others to prioritize you. And it's taught me that you know when they say, you know the saying that when you love something you've got to fight for it. It's taught me that sometimes you've got to love something enough to let it go and trust the perfect timing. Yeah,
God,
yeah, would you?
Hamlet.
And believe that even if you do not believe, but trust that everything happens for a reason and everything has a time. I'm going to reference this to the scripture in Ecclesiastes 3 that speaks about the seasons of life, that there's a season for everything, you know. There's a season to gain, there's a season to lose. This year has been a perfect demonstration of that scripture for me, Ecclesiastes 3, that there's absolutely a season for everything. And just because something is dear and near to you and means so much to you, it does not mean that it always has to be part of every season of your life, you know. There comes a point where the things that mean the most to us, or the people that mean the most to us, the people that we think we cannot do without, we love dearly and we'd like to do most parts of our lives with, there comes a point where they need to sit out certain seasons in our lives, and we need to trust the process and trust God enough to know that in His perfect timing, everything will fall into place, and what is meant to be in your life, it will be in your life in the perfect and set time. as per God's will.
Absolutely.
So that is what 2020 has taught me.
Crazy.
So crazy. I'm trying so hard not to like go in and
Baby girl,
keep it on
go
the
in.
surface, but yeah,
These are the truths.
Yeah, it has been such a tough year. It has been such an emotionally developing year and
Taxing as well, and draining as well.
I don't know how we're gonna get through this episode, but anyways, we're gonna do it by God's grace.
On that note, because now we were in lockdown and we couldn't interact with people, so the only way we could do that was social media. And that for me also was just a space that was so in a little man to see, because some people, that's where they express themselves, and that's where you like find out how everyone is dealing in some way or the other. And I just realized how so many people have lost and how so many people have struggled to deal in those
In the past couple
months.
of months.
Yeah, it was so bad.
Yeah.
It was so painful to witness. And it was just like, oh my goodness. There was a time where the stats and whatever and they were saying that by this point you should know someone who has had the virus or whatever. And for me it was so shocking, I don't know why, that so many people have lost a loved one. There was so
due
much
to the
loss.
virus.
Yeah, or
You mean?
maybe not due to the virus, I don't know,
Okay.
but so many people have lost their loved ones, and it was like, oh my goodness. And so many things unfolded. It was a lot. It's still a lot even now. Yeah. Human trafficking, GBV, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's been such a, you can't really, I think this episode will be a reflection of a loss of words. A loss of words. You can't really, 2020's experience has been so profound that you cannot put it into words.
Yes, you can't pin it down.
No, you can't put it into words. It's been so profound. It's like something that was so unexpected. It's like how I explain it or how I make sense of it, or the easiest way for me to relate it to someone is, losing someone that you thought you wouldn't lose, or losing someone that you thought your life would end when you lose them. Perfect example in my life, my greatest loss being my late mother. I did not think my life would go on beyond 2013, because that's when I lost my mother. Because so many things, or I had related my life and my being to her, being her child, being her daughter. I identified my place in the family. I identified my place in society. I identified my place in my career, in my growth within her, in society and in family, as in Kimwana. You know what I mean? And then my career, I'm doing it for. I want to make so and so proud, being my mom. So a lot of things, a lot of my life prior to 2014 had been centered around that, and beyond November 2013, I lost my sense of identity, and my sense of belonging and my sense of reference. I now needed to gain reference for myself, identity for myself, or and literally just find ways to introduce myself, reintroduce myself as my own being without an attachment, you know what I mean? And 2020 for me has been that, you know, having to identify yourself outside of the things that you had prior to the pandemic happening, you know, and being stripped off of things that you hung on or you cleaved, you know, so closely to as to identify yourself around those, you know, kitsenolo, I am and what you know what I mean, like, and I have this that and the other, and I live where, you know, and I drive whatever, and having all of that being stripped off of you, and even relationships, you know, I'm so and so's friend, I'm so and so's partner, all of that,
relative, I'm so
yeah,
family.
Shoot, it's been a lot.
It's been
finding your identity outside of literally every single thing that you identified yourself or you introduced yourself. Part of your introduction is attached to that, to be brought to the genesis of it all, you know, the genuine essence of who you are. And yeah, almost like being brought to nothing, you know, almost being brought to nothing, and still needing to identify yourself and to still own up to who you believe yourself to be, and not who you know you are or what you know you have, or you know what I mean. I'm not sure if I'm making sense, but yeah, it has been, shoot. And you know what's the other thing I've realized? That we've all been affected by this pandemic one way or the other. Some people, you've had to remove yourself off of instances, off of places, off of environments, off of relationships, you know. And
what would you say it has been for you?
For me, it has literally been doing whatever's necessary for me to keep the little peace that I have.